This is Mr. Andy over here at the Maricopa Public Library, and welcome to our third episode of Off the Page, Book Club for Tweens. For the month of August, we have been reading Pie by Sarah Weeks, and we've been going through chapter by chapter, new chapters every week, with summaries on the whole book together. So, today we're going to be going over chapters 7 through 9. Before we do that, let's do a quick recap of some of the characters in our story. So our first character, Alice Anderson. She is Polly Portman's niece. Polly Portman, famous pie baker who won 13 Blueberry Awards, Alice's aunt. So Alice and Polly. Polly is Alice's aunt who has passed away. Charlie Erdling, Aunt Polly's errand boy, Alice's best friend. George Anderson, Alice's dad. Ruth Anderson, Alice's mom and Aunt Polly's sister. Reverend Flowers was given Pie, the shop where they made the pies, in Polly's will, so that shop went to Reverend Flowers. Miss Girk, principal. She doesn't like students to be tardy, and she is a bodybuilder. Mrs. Needleman, managing her husband's mayor campaign. Later, she actually becomes mayor. Nora's mother. Mayor Needleman, running for re-election, like we just said, and Nora's father. Nora Needleman, she is kind of a snobby little girl, and certainly not Alice's friend. So, those are our characters. Let's go and answer those trivia questions that we posed to you last week, and they were answered in the chapter summaries for chapters 4 through 6. Our first question was, who is Alice's friend and partner in the investigation? The answer is Charlie Erdling. What kind of pie was Mrs. Anderson, Alice's mom, making? Chocolate cream pie. What did Alice find under her radiator? A gold hoop earring. What did Aunt Polly wear around her neck? The key to Pie, the shop. Who was interviewing Ruth Anderson when Alice came downstairs? Sylvia De Soto from that magazine. Very, very good. Now let's go and introduce the new trivia questions for this week for chapters 7 through 9. Question 1. Whose shopping list had Band-Aids, shortening, sand, and sardines? Question 2. What was Miss Girk hiding under her clothes? Question 3. What did Miss Girk drop in Polly's casket? Number 4. How does Charlie remember his grandmother? And finally, where was Lardo actually found? Now let's see if you can answer these trivia questions as we go through our chapter summaries. So let's begin with chapter 7. Charlie returned to Alice's house to look for his lost shopping list for Miss Girk. Alice found the list wedged between two boards of the porch step she had been sitting on. Written on the list was the following: 1 box of Band-Aids, 1 can of vegetable shortening, 1 bag of sand, 1 dozen cans of sardines. Sardines are Lardo's favorite food. Suddenly, everything fell into place, and Alice knew for sure that her hunch had been right. Alice caught up with Charlie as he was leaving the A&P. Alice told Charlie that she thought that Miss Girk was the one who catnapped Lardo. The clues are right on the shopping list. When they arrived at Miss Girk's house, they heard a thwack, thwack, thwack coming from her backyard. Alice had Charlie lift her up so she could peek over Mrs. Girk's fence to see what was going on. Charlie accidentally launched Alice over the fence when he was bitten by a horsefly. Ouch! Miss Girk accused Alice of spying on her. Alice was shocked to see Miss Girk wearing a bright red, skin-tight outfit. Alice knew that Miss Girk was hiding under her baggy clothes. Muscles! Great big ones. She looked like Charles Atlas, the beefy muscle man Alice had seen pictures of in magazine ads. Charlie rang Mrs. Girk's doorbell to give Alice a diversion so she could get out the backyard. As Miss Girk was running back outside, the belt to her bathrobe got caught on the door handle and came loose. When Charlie saw Miss Girk's muscles, he fainted. That's the end of chapter 7. Let's begin chapter 8. Alice asked for Miss Girk to give her back lardo. That she found her earring under the radiator, Alice also had the shopping list as proof. Miss Girk told them that she used the sand to fill her punching bag and Band-Aids to protect her knuckles. As for the sardines, they're high in protein, which is essential for maintaining muscle mass. Alice asked her why she had reached into Aunt Polly's casket. Miss Girk was shocked that Alice actually saw that. Alice stated that she saw her take the key. Miss Girk looked even more confused. What key? I dropped my ring in the casket. She then pulled the ring out of her pocket to show Alice and Charlie. Before they struck a deal with Miss Girk, they would keep her muscles a secret. In return, she wouldn't report them to the police for trespassing in her own backyard. Charlie told Alice that missing her aunt was going to get better. Charlie said that he kept his grandma's old perfume bottle in his drawer. When he missed her, he would close his eyes and take a sniff, and it felt like she was in the room with him. Alice told Charlie that Aunt Polly didn't actually wear perfume. When Alice and Charlie returned to her house, Chief Decker was there with lardo in a cardboard box. He was found wandering outside the Ipsy Inn. What a silly cat. Alice's mom told her that lardo wasn't himself. When Alice opened the box, she noticed that lardo's yellow eyes were glazed over and completely crossed. He struggled to his feet and stood swaying back and forth like a sailor on the deck of a rocking ship. That's the end of chapter 8. Hang in there, we've got chapter 9. Chief Decker guess was that the cat had himself a dose of sleeping powder. Lardo either dug around in someone's garbage or accidentally ate some, or else it was kids playing a prank. Since there was nothing stolen at the pie shop, the chief thought the break-in boils down to the same things with the cat. Kids looking for a thrill. Alice was sent into the kitchen to serve her mother's pie for Chief Decker and Charlie. Charlie had seen the pie and told Mrs. Anderson that he wasn't allowed to have dessert before dinner. When she opened the refrigerator, the pie was gone. The next morning, Alice's mom accused her taking the pie that she had made. Alice and her mother got into an argument about how Polly took everything from Mrs. Anderson, even her little Alice. Alice told her mom that she was wrong. She didn't love Aunt Polly more than her mother. The only difference was that Aunt Polly loved Alice back. Alice took off her bike and kept riding. Away, away, and away. Poor Alice. That concludes our chapter 9. And following these chapters are going to be those pie recipes that we get with each one of our chapters. I'll also put those in the comment section below in case you're enticed to make and eat some delicious pie while we go through our book for this month. Thank you so much for tuning in and hearing about our chapter summaries. Tune in next week, same time, same place, Tuesday at 4 p.m. as we wrap up our book, Pie, by Sarah Weeks. Have a great week. See you later. Here's that first pie, chocolate cream pie. On to the next, lemon chess pie. Doesn't that sound delicious? And finally, if you don't like lemon, try key lime pie.